The Beacon World League Season 3 maps are out, and seeding is just around the corner. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to catch up with SQLC, one of our 3 seeding mappers, to chat a little bit about him, but also his experience mapping for Beacon. So SQLC, thank you so much for joining me. As a first question, sort of to get things kicked off, I want to get to know the person behind the maps. I want to get to know sort of how you got into Trackmania and also the mapping side.
Hello, really glad to be here. So I got into Trackmania how anyone else would, through virtual. I haven't even heard about TM before. And then my first experience in the map editor was Stitchfest. Probably some people heard about that. It's a Russian speed mapping, whatever thing is. That's my first experience, and then I watched Carlberg videos. I got so excited about mapping. I just started pouring mad hours into it, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. And then at some point I got into dirt, then I got into mixed, and here we are, I guess.
And so how long ago did this whole journey start for you? Is this, a matter of a few years, or is it back in that sort of 2020, 2021 era?
I think around 2021 is when I started with TM, and then 2022 is around where I really started focusing on TM. And then around 23rd year is where I started mapping. So it's been like 2 to 3 years, I guess, mapping.
And you're equally a very good player as well. A lot of you people at home will recognize SQLC's name from a few competitions. I know that when I think of your name and when I think of maps, I think of dirt. You already mentioned it yourself. And I kind of just wanted to know, where did that background come from? Where did that interest in the dirt surface come from?
Success. So I think I don't know, dirt felt so flowy. It just felt so natural to me, and I loved technical dirt. Valve was a huge inspiration. I've played all of his maps, and I just wanted to do the same thing. I just wanted to build high quality dirt. It just felt so nice to play, and it felt more natural to map more than any other style that I've tried, so I just kept sticking to it, I guess.
And I think that sort of difficulty and technicality that you mentioned definitely shines through in your maps, not only your dirt focused ones, but also your comp mixed mapping as well. So how did you then sort of transition into the comp mapping side and sort of start mapping for those sort of tournaments?
I think it's quite easy to transition from dirt, because dirt is the same as grass, and then you just add like 2 to 3 tech turns and you have a comp map. It just felt like the natural progression, I guess.
It's funny how that has changed. It probably started off as being, you need to build a tech map and then you need to add in a few dirt and grass corners, and now it's the opposite. But I know that speaking to Jorday in other interviews, who's part of the head staff here at Beacon and leads the mapping side with Asa, your name was mentioned as one of the sort of mappers that we definitely wanted to have map for a Beacon competition. I think this was before the Beacon Dual League. So what were your sort of thoughts of getting involved with a project like Beacon?
So I've always looked up to the Beacon map packs. It inspired me a lot. Season 1 map pack I watched so many times. Ruby was always mentioned as like the best thing ever. And then I get an invite to actually try to map for Beacon Dual League. And that was so out of nowhere. I've only recently gotten into like comp mixed, and I've only had like 2 maps that I was somewhat proud of. And as they just mentioned, like, oh, you have so much dirt on your map, that's so rare to see. And I'm like, I'm a dirt mapper, thanks. So I didn't want to map for it because I didn't really have much time, and I was quite burnt out of the game and mapping at the time. And I'm quite glad actually that I denied, because Lin got to map, and his map was quite good. I think he was mentioned as one of the best. And I don't think I could have made a really good map for Beacon Dual League. Like, it was so dank and just unique, I guess. And I tried to stick to more basic stuff and just create difficulty and flow out of that.
And so you touched on sort of beacon mapping and sort of the map packs from previous seasons, and looking forward to the 2026 season. I know a lot of people have question marks over what these tier 1 competitions are going to offer map pack wise. If we go back maybe a couple years back to when when Beacon started, what do you think has changed in terms of comp mapping, say 2023 to 2026 now?
I think people really learned how to make harder turns, off-road turns. We just really got more analytical with mapping, at least from my side. That felt like the case, or at least looking back at it. Like, for example, Roxy Season 1 map, it didn't really have any direction changes. Like, it barely had 1.5, from what I can remember, on slippy surfaces. And that was like one of the main points that I thought I could improve on this season, and how could I create more difficulty and time gain and stuff.
Yeah, and definitely. Just thinking about your map from this season, I can already imagine a few sections where you've been able to add in those direction changes on those slippy surfaces.
Yeah. In general, I think comp mapping has improved a lot, like really significantly. We just had so much more training data, you could say. Just so much invention and settling into high quality stuff. Like, this season is really great. I think it's the best map pack that Beacon has had. Minus Dual League if you are a fan of that kind of stuff, but sure, I don't judge.
I mean, there's definitely been an evolution, I think, from when you look back at World League Season 1. We were talking about it off air, about looking back at those maps now. They seem not necessarily easy, but a lot less tame than some of the more recent stuff that we've seen. Whereas when they were released, they were definitely pushing the boundaries of what comp mapping was back then. But it's very cool to see how far comp mapping has come. And sort of looking at other competitions outside of Beacon, where do you see the direction of comp mapping going generally, maybe for this year or beyond?
I'm not really sure, considering what is happening in Trackmania scene in general right now. Like, it's starting to get big, and I'm really afraid that we're gonna get either just worse maps, as in Grenadier, Scomp, or whatever, that kind of thing, or Zerator. Like, we just go back on that. I really love high quality maps, and I love to see just high quality driving on them. I just want to see really refined stuff, I guess. But that's my preference. I'm not sure what brings in the money and the viewers, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna go.
Yeah, absolutely. A great point to touch on, and definitely a point of conversation in a lot of communities, how you get that balance between entertainment, but also consistency in competition. And it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And so, looking towards your contribution to the most recent Beacon map pack, your map Milazay, which is a lot of viewers will recognize as the white map in the map pack. I kind of want to start off by asking you, where did that name come from?
So I started naming my maps after anime characters, or just anime songs or anything. I just got into it recently. So this is a character from anime 86. Very good one. Definitely would recommend. It's just a character with white hair. That's pretty much it.
And definitely a good correlation, and quite the crossover between anime and mapping, I'd say, in Trackmania. Very interesting. But overall, obviously, it's a mixed map, as we need to have in competitions. But would you be able to sort of define a bit more specifically what sort of style of map you'd say it is?
So, as EPOS pointed out, it's more technical off-road more than anything, because it's 30% grass, 40% dirt, and then only 30% tech, which doesn't even seem like 30% anymore. I think it comes from me as a player. I don't really play tech or map tech, for that matter, so I only placed drifts whenever I felt like I had to.
only out of necessity. And how do you think that then impacts the overall sort of feeling of the map? Because we do these map cards for a bit of fun to sort of determine the difficulty of maps, the speed, and sort of the complexity of some of them. How do you think yours ranks in terms of those sort of characteristics?
I think it really depends on the player. I've already heard like my map is gonna be the best for someone like EPOS and gonna be the worst for more tech focused guys, which is completely fair. I think someone that plays Dirt a lot is gonna find themselves enjoying the map or just like finding the flow correctly. So it's gonna be really interesting to watch the matches on it. This is definitely what I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely, as if EPOS needed any more encouragement to go for for a third title. Absolutely, going to be encouraging those players.
I'm for sure cheering for him. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of face he brings out this time around.
Absolutely, and not only on your map, obviously 2 other seeding maps have been revealed, with 2 more to come following seeding. At the moment, out of those 3 maps that have been revealed, so obviously the map from Mime and the map from Jorday, where would you rank yours in terms of difficulty?
Really hard to tell because I haven't actually played the maps, and they're difficult in their own rights. I think mine would be the easiest for me because it just suits me so much. It's slow, it's technical. Mine would be the worst for me, and then Jorday would be like a middle ground, I guess.
Absolutely, then a good bit of variance and variability in that map pack. And I just want to get your opinion on the Beacon World League Season 3 map pack as a whole. You previously mentioned that it might be our overall best so far. What do you think contributes to you having that opinion?
I think it's just my taste speaking out. I think Dual League was completely fine. But I want to see close rounds, I want to see close races, and the maps are really refined in that sense. All the lines are really carefully crafted by all the mappers, and I feel like we're reaching the peak of comp mapping right now. I don't know, maybe.
Yet to be seen, but maybe so. It's going to be very interesting to see how things play out this season. Okay, and as we approach the end of this interview, SQLC, before I get your final thoughts, I just want to see if you've got any predictions for the upcoming season, whether that be in terms of players, whether that be in terms of, I don't know, expectations on some of these maps. What is your prediction for the Beacon World League Season 3?
So for the remaining 2 maps, I've seen the names, I haven't seen the maps. I think it's still gonna be a really high quality season, and from players, I'm really expecting a lot from EPOS and Boz, perhaps. I don't really have much favorite players to watch, but these 2 names stand out to me, so I hope they do well.
Absolutely, and 2 names who've recently performed in the Trackmania Games solo mixed competition, but who are also 2 retained players from Beacon World Season 2, be reappearing Division 1 this season. And so finally, thank you very much, SQLC, for joining me. Do you have any final thoughts, any shout-outs, or anything you want to say before I let you go?
Yeah, I want to shout out Jalo for mental support during mapping, and he helped me with 3 route moments, so thanks a lot. Virulix for the 2 chopped items. Map would have been so much more ugly if not for him. And then the testing team, this is the greatest experience I've had with feedback and testing and mapping in general. The flow is amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything better. And I want to call out Jorday for inviting me to this because he caused me a lot of mental damage and stress. So there's that.
Well, we hope it was all worth it, whether that be for yourself or for players, and I hope that you're going to enjoy watching the competition unfold on Milazay. And I just want to thank you one final time for your contributions to this season of the Beacon World League.
It's all my pleasure.